These are two luxury hotels under the same brand, Wynn Resorts, that sit side by side on the famous Las Vegas Strip. Yet what you will pay for your stay can vary dramatically depending on which door you walk through. Wynn Las Vegas and Encore share an owner, a reputation for opulence, and even some amenities, but your final bill tells a completely different story. Unlike the Bellagio or Venetian down the Strip, these AAA 5-diamond properties offer a unique sister resort dynamic that directly impacts your wallet. When Steve Wynn opened his flagship property in April 2005 on the former Desert Inn site, he created what many consider the pinnacle of Las Vegas luxury. 3 years later, in December 2008, Encore opened next door with a $2.3 billion price tag and a decidedly different personality. While Wynn radiates classic Vegas elegance, Encore was designed to attract a younger, nightlife-focused crowd with modern aesthetics and vibrant energy. But here's where it gets interesting for your wallet. Despite being sister properties, the financial experience of staying at each can be surprisingly different. Let's start with what hits your bill identically at both properties. The resort fee stands at exactly $55 plus tax, bringing your daily total to $56.69. This ranks as the second highest resort fee in all of Las Vegas, and it jumped from $50 in early 2024. For this fee, you get self-parking for 2 vehicles, Wi-Fi up to 15 megabits per second, daily bottled water, unlimited domestic phone calls, and fitness center access for 2 people. The smoking violation penalty also stays identical and steep at up to $1,500 for unauthorized smoking in a non-smoking room. Both properties require a $150 refundable incidental hold per night, and both enforce the same 72-hour cancellation policy. Where things diverge is in the base room experience and what you are actually getting for your money. Wynn's standard resort king room measures 645 square feet, while Encore's equivalent room spans 745 square feet. That is 100 additional square feet of living space, yet Encore typically charges slightly less per night than Wynn. Industry analysts note that Wynn costs a few dollars more nightly, despite offering smaller rooms, making Encore the better value for pure square footage. The room count tells another story about exclusivity and pricing power. Wynn houses 2,700 rooms spread across its property, while Encore contains just 2,000 suites. This smaller inventory at Encore often translates to better availability and competitive pricing, especially during peak periods. Pool access creates one of the most significant billing disparities between the properties. If you are staying at Encore, you can use both Encore's pools and Wynn's massive 144,387 square feet pool deck, with its 4 pools set among lush gardens. Wynn guests, however, can only access Wynn's pools. This asymmetry exists because Wynn's pool area is substantially larger and more elaborate, and it means Encore guests effectively get more amenities included in their stay. The casino experience affects your gambling budget differently at each property. Wynn's casino floor measures 111,000 square feet, and it houses 1,962 slot machines and 137 table games. Encore's more intimate casino measures 72,000 square feet, and it offers over 800 slot machines and 90 table games. If you are a sports betting enthusiast, factor in the walk to Wynn because Encore does not operate its own sportsbook. Dining expenses vary significantly based on your location choice. Wynn features 22 restaurants, including Wing Lei, the first Chinese restaurant in North America to earn a Michelin star. Encore has 11 dining options, including the celebrity-themed Sinatra restaurant with its Frank Sinatra memorabilia collection. The buffet at Wynn charges $59.99 for daily gourmet brunch and $79.99 for seafood dinner, with an additional $32.99 for bottomless drinks. Breakfast access differs between the resorts. Encore does not have its own breakfast location. Room service is available, and your breakfast credit works at any Wynn restaurant, with just a short walk required. The nightlife billing picture heavily favors Encore, but also presents exclusive costs. Encore is home to both Excess Nightclub and Encore Beach Club, two of Las Vegas's premier party destinations. General admission to Encore Beach Club typically runs $50 for women and $60 for men, though 2025 tickets average $161.83. Excess Nightclub entry ranges from $20 to $100 depending on gender and event. Add-ons like locker rentals cost $40 to $75, and bag check runs $20 to $40. If you are not a nightlife person, these venues represent pure additional expense. But if you are, having them steps from your room provides convenience that Wynn simply cannot match. SPA services show interesting pricing dynamics. The spa at Wynn spans 45,000 square feet, nearly double Encore's 25,000 square foot facility. Both offer identical pricing, with oxygen-infused facials starting at $250 and body treatments at $170. Wynn's larger facility often provides better availability and more treatment options. Parking costs remain identical for most guests, with self-parking complimentary for registered guests and valet parking costing $40 per day. Tower Suites guests at both properties receive complimentary valet parking, adding significant value to those premium accommodations. Tower Suites at both Forbes Travel Guide 5-star properties include identical perks that can substantially affect your total vacation cost. These exclusive accommodations provide a $50 daily breakfast credit, private pool access, twice daily housekeeping, and private registration lobbies. The breakfast credit alone saves $200 to $400 for a 4-night stay, effectively reducing your net room cost. Recent pricing data shows base rooms at both properties starting around $183 nightly before taxes and fees. However, savvy travelers report finding Encore rates as low as $108 through third-party booking sites, with 4-night stays averaging under $800 total, including all fees and taxes. The property age and renovation timeline also impact value. Wynn completed major room renovations in September 2022, while specific Encore room refresh dates are not as clearly documented. Encore's newer construction date of 2008 compared to Wynn's 2005 opening means slightly more contemporary infrastructure, though both maintain luxury standards. Hidden costs emerge in unexpected ways. Encore's lack of certain amenities means you will often walk to Wynn for specific services, potentially increasing incidental spending on drinks or snacks during these trips. You might also miss Wynn's signature Lake of Dreams attraction, which provides free nightly shows that can save on entertainment costs. Conversely, Wynn guests miss out on Encore's exclusive nightlife without additional travel and entry fees. The psychological aspect of billing differs too. Wynn's classic luxury positioning often encourages higher-end dining and shopping choices, while Encore's modern, party-focused atmosphere might lead to different spending patterns centered on nightlife and entertainment. For business travelers, Wynn's larger conference facilities and more extensive business services might justify higher room rates. Leisure travelers who prioritize party access may find Encore's lower base rates and nightlife proximity more economical overall. Current industry analysis suggests that for pure accommodation value, Encore typically offers better square footage per dollar spent. For a comprehensive resort experience, including dining variety, spa facilities, and traditional luxury amenities, Wynn often justifies its slight premium pricing. The most dramatic billing differences emerge during special events and peak seasons. Encore's nightlife venues drive room premiums during major DJ performances or holiday weekends, sometimes making Wynn the more economical choice despite its typical higher base rates. Looking at total cost of ownership for a Las Vegas vacation, your choice between Wynn and Encore ultimately depends on your priorities. If you value space, nightlife access, and pool variety while accepting fewer dining options, Encore delivers better financial value. If you prefer maximum amenities, dining variety, and do not mind paying slightly more for classic luxury, Wynn justifies its premium. The billing reality is that both properties will deliver a luxury experience. Encore typically provides more space and access for less money, while Wynn offers more comprehensive amenities at a slight premium. Your final bill depends less on the brand name and more on which property aligns with your Las Vegas priorities. In the end, these sister resorts prove that even under the same corporate umbrella, strategic positioning and target demographics create meaningfully different value propositions that directly impact what you will pay for your Las Vegas luxury experience.